the thing that people don't get is the body always will win. Okay. We do everything we can as coaches, and we do everything we can, as athletes to train to get a specific ideal, but the body will always win. And that is really what happens. I mean, it chooses pretty much for the most fact, like, hey, if you're not doing the right shit for me, I'm going to make you do it one way or another. Right. And this is how people, like I used to train a lot of people. It's not necessarily related, but that had like a lot of injuries and issues, like, and they needed, rehabilitation. Right? Somebody's back is bad. You hear this all the time, or shoulder's bad. Okay, well, if that fucking person took a week off the gym and stopped trying to do deadlift PRs every week because they're stubborn and they don't want, to lose their muscle or whatever, a lot of times those people recover. And maybe it takes a little longer, but, our sport is not performance based. It's based on aesthetics. So it's not about it's not like I'm saying, hey, you got to sprint every day, Brianna, 10,000 meters because we got to run 100 meters faster, so that's our goal. And if you got injured, obviously you would think, okay, well, no, I can't sprint today. In this sport, you can continue to get so far down the path in your mindset of like, more is better, more is better, more is better. That, people develop eating disorders in the sport. People develop, mental stuff in the sport. People develop all kinds of things where if you don't take the time to allow your body and your mind to recover and relax and get that benefit, it's going to be hugely detrimental to every area, and you probably won't want to compete. And I've actually seen competitors message me that have done one prep, and maybe they see my stuff on YouTube or whatever, and they'll send me a DM, and they'll be like, yeah, I did one prep. I'll never do it again. It was the worst experience of my life. It was miserable. I was on low calories, low carb. And that's so sad to hear, because it's like, wow, all it could have, all it would have taken is better approach to programming, coaching, and also understanding like there is things outside the stage, everybody. So
yeah. And that's another good point you made with the whole injuries and the body just taking such a big hit. Usually right after a show, going into an improvement season, I pretty much make my clients take time off the gym. Usually they're like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Like I'm getting more food, or I want to train hard. And I usually really encourage them to just take the full next week off the gym. I know it sounds like crazy to a lot of people to like hear that, but your body needs to recover. And I usually, or not usually, but oftentimes I have competitors having like aches and pains, whether it's like their back or a finger or whatever it is. And like, these are all little signs that your body has been working really hard. You just need to take a little bit of a break, maybe even just a deload. Don't go in and train so hard. Give your body a break. And that is so hard for us competitors to try to do, is to back off the gym, because we love it, right? We started competing because we love training. And when we ask competitors to take a break from the gym, it sounds crazy, but I swear to you, every single time, myself included, you come back feeling so much better. Like, you're going to have better training sessions. All those aches and pains are probably going to go away. Injuries are going to recover if you just take a little bit of time. So another great reason to take a good improvement season, and to know when to take it, like let your body recover from it. Same thing with dieting. Like, a lot of us don't want to take a diet break. We're afraid that if we increase macros or stop dieting so hard for a little bit, we're going to have all these crazy bad side effects. That's not true. If it's a well-controlled diet break, or proper refeeds, or proper on-track meals, your body's actually going to appreciate it. Like, if you've been training hard and you just did a prep, your body probably really needs this extra food, and needs the food to recover, for energy, for hormones, for all the things. And again, how you said, like, it's so easy to get in our own heads and not be willing to do that. It takes a coach to tell you, like, no, we're going to take a little bit of diet break. And usually, almost always, what do we see after a controlled diet break? We see like good response from the body. Like, your competitors are feeling stronger, they're feeling recovered, rested, and really oftentimes the scale doesn't even move, or moves very little, because body needed it. So yeah, it's really easy to just get stuck in this mindset of like, go, 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 or develop eating disorders, or unhealthy mindsets, or have physical injuries, all of the things, right?
Yeah, bodybuilding is a perfect sport to consider. That, it's so much about aesthetics. Bikini Wellness, all of these. It's so much about aesthetics. That's what you get judged on. But it's also, I would say, way more about the mindset. And if your mindset gets into the spot where you can't like notice anymore. And for some of you first timers out there, if you've never competed, you're like, whoa, these guys are going crazy right now. This sounds a little scary. This is not the norm, but this can happen a lot. Okay. Like, you know, people can get a lot of issues from doing the sport. And if you've spent any time researching it, which I strongly suggest all of you do, anyone listening, keep researching the sport, keep like learning more and more about the sport. You will find a lot of people that have had a lot of like kind of what I call the horror story experiences. And it comes a lot down to how they have gone about their coaching and their prep and, you know, if they did the improvement seasons or not. And, you know, this is funny from experience from my perspective, coaching competitors. It's like you were saying, people never want to take a break. And literally, I don't ever force people. I mean, I always encourage people to take a break after the show. I say, you need to take a break, but hey, let me tell you the truth. I can't always convince people. So if that's you, I'll get your shit ready to go for tomorrow. Because, you know, I like to give people that choice, but I swear 99% of the time, they'll be like, the people that say, yeah, I'm good, great, I feel great, I'm awesome, I'm ready to go, just get the next plan up, let's go, improvement season, or it's time for the next show, I'm ready. Their body eventually will tell them no. Something will happen, they'll, you know, 3-4 weeks go by, and they're like, oh, I'm just so tired, coach, I think I need some days off, and I always go, yeah, well, I told you take the damn week off, now we have to do it, so let's take the week off now.
Exactly.